Brief about TechTree. So TechTree provides educational training as well as professional training in terms of all of the programming language, all of the technology stack that you can see on your screen. So till now we have provided training to more than 10,000 students. So I'm willing to do more. Our agenda for today. So the basics of TS we will be discussing, installation process, data saving into database. I will be elaborating this. So now let's see. As you guys might know, like AngularJS is developed using TypeScript. TypeScript is a language in which we write the code, and then the further compilation is done, and after that it's it's rendered over web page, right? So let's see how TypeScript actually is. So before we move to TypeScript, let me discuss few features of TypeScript. So the first one is strong typing. This means the language, suppose in other language we define a variable, we need to mention the type, right? But in this, it's optional. But using this feature, it makes it easier to debug for if anything goes wrong. So the next is object-oriented features. So Angular provides classes, interfaces, constructors, access modifiers. As I can see, like everybody is from technical course. So before this, they have undergone should I say, the programming languages where we know the role of constructor, we know the role of class, access modifiers, and interface. I guess. So the next thing will be compile time error. So what does this mean? It means the TypeScript provides like we can catch error at compile time instead of runtime. So we will be seeing that also. So the next slide. Now the thing is like you will be surprised to know that browser do not understand TypeScript. So now what do we do to make the browser understand TypeScript? Like we will be writing our course in, our content in TypeScript, but the browser does not understand TypeScript. So for that, there is something called transpile. So the code we write in .ts, .tx extension, we save it. Then we compile it, transpile it using tsc command. So tsc name of the file .ts, and it gets transpiled into .js file. And as we can see, like we got JS file. Now it will be easier for the browser to understand, right? So now before afterwards I will be discussing like what is that. So let's move to the basics of TypeScript. So first one is type, like how we define a type. The way we declare using a variable, using a data type, we declare a variable. The very way we do in TypeScript as well. So the syntax is like, suppose I want to declare a variable as a number, then a colon number. If we want to declare a variable as string, then b colon string. Then like for boolean we do, which is what is on your screen, and for number type array we do this, the fourth one. So d colon number square brackets for for describing it as a array of numbers, right? So let's move ahead. So guys, if you are having any question, please write down in your question box, and so that I can get and will resolve as soon as I see that. And if you are not having any sort of confusion, until unless I ask to raise your hand, please don't raise your hands. So the next will be type assertion. Like type assertion means is explicitly telling the compiler that we want to treat the entire entity as a different type. Works like typecasting. So I guess typecasting is like you guys know typecasting, like what is typecasting. So there are two types of typecasting, implicit and explicit. I guess you guys know, like these are in our syllabus only. I mean the WBT syllabus. So, but it does not perform type checking or restructuring of data just like other languages can do, like C# and Java. So if you do not want to define like which type of variable it will be, so we'll use let message. So let acts as a local variable. Like if we declare this in a if else statement, then the scope of this variable will be till if else statement only. So am my voice is clear to you guys, right? So if yes, please raise your hands. Okay, okay. Thank you. So Arunima, do you mean typecasting? So on your screen you can see like whenever we write let message, so message is a variable name. There the while while writing only it gets compiled. So we get a dot right down here, and if we move our cursor to this particular name, this will be showing by the compiler. Okay, yeah, yeah. So basically, whenever we declare like, define a variable, it does not check like what type of thing I have written. So that's what it means. So this is the way type assertion is done. So if we want to, like you can see, like the by default thing is any. So variable message implicitly has any type, but a type may be inferred from usage.ts. Usage.ts is just I'm pointing the rules of TypeScript. So the code is 7043 for that. So let's see how, in the very next line, I have typecasted it to string. So as you can see, I used angular bracket to specify the string variable. So this is called type assertion in TypeScript. So the next is lambda function. So I guess lambda, you guys are familiar with the lambda term, right? In other programming language, it is called lambda, but in TypeScript, it's called arrow function. So I have I have written two functions, like the normal function we write and the arrow function we write in lambda. So you guys will be getting a good exposure, like how normal function is written and the corresponding lambda function. How the corresponding lambda function looks like. So TypeScript provides an arrow function, which is shorthand syntax for defining the anonymous function. That is for function expression. It omits the function keyword. It is also called lambda function in other programming language. So these are the two comparisons, like the first one. So this one is the normal function, and this is the corresponding lambda function. Subhajit, as of now, there is no full form of lambda, according to my knowledge, but you can still Google and find it out, like what lambda stands for. So let's move to the next slide. Arunima, TypeScript is a language. Rudra, what should I explain? Like, it's just a basic function, as you can see. Let me go to the previous slide again then. So, without arrow function, a comma b, we pass the without arrow function. So, I guess it's like if I'm not wrong, you guys have learned how to write functions in your semesters, right? So you are from BC, either from BC or from BTech. So you should know like how we write a basic function. So in this function, what we are doing is we are taking a b as input and we are returning a plus b. So the whatever we return will be stored in this particular variable. So this is what this basic function is doing. So I guess you guys know what is return. So so how many of you know the work of return? I mean, what does return do? Please raise your hand. Okay, thank you. So now let's come to interface. Interface, I guess everybody knows, it's just like class. So one of the TypeScript's core principle is that type checking focuses on shape that values have. So this is something called duck typing or structural subtyping. You can get the definition of duck typing as well as structural subtyping over internet. So I won't be discussing over here. In TypeScript, interface will the role of naming these types and are a powerful way of defining contracts within your code as well as contracts with the code outside of your projects. So I will be discussing, like I will be showing you how in real life we use interface while developing a web app. So till that, please hold on.